Taunt. One of the most funniest abilities in my opinion. Taunt is a distraction ability designed for the killer to switch targets to you. So, let's see how it works. Once used, you do a wind up for 0.65 seconds while making a spear hitbox around you. You also get a 75% resistance while in the wind up, so killer M1s will only do 5 damage. Do note that it's damage resistance, not damage immunity. Anyways, if a killer gets in your hitbox, it will ragdoll killer away from you. It will also highlight the killer for you, but you get highlighted as well. There's even a particle effect on the killer when in the taunt effect. While in the duration of taunt, you take 50% more damage from any incoming attack, and you even ragdoll after getting hit. These are known as taunt crits, but the killer will get slowed down if they hit you. If you manage to survive without getting hit, it punishes the killer, giving them slowness, not being able to make distance from other civilians. Do note that getting hit won't apply the slowness to the killer. Use it right, it could save someone's life. Use it wrong, and it could get you killed faster. Obviously, once you taunt the killer, now get as much distance as possible. Since you are distracting the killer, 75% of the time, the killer will swap to you. Because when you taunt the killer, it forces the killer to have 2 options. Keep going for their original target but face a slowness penalty, or swap to you and try to get the taunt crit and remove the slowness penalty. Most of the time, the killer will swap to you. So let's learn how to use the killer's ragdoll. First off, you don't want to be running past the killer whatever direction you're launching them, because it can give them an advantage. You want to running the opposite way, whatever direction you launch them in. Also, I'll tell you this now because it will help. If the killer is stunned or ragdolled, don't use taunt. I know, it's weird because you always do this all the time when the old taunt, but it won't push or give the taunt effect to the killer. Also, since taunt is like punch, you can hide behind corners and have an easier chance to land it. And plus, you can punish the killer if they get end lag. And make sure you have stamina right after you taunt. You don't want to have low stamina when the killer swaps to you. Okay, we got the basics on landing the taunt. Now what to do when the killer swaps the targets to you. Mostly you want to gain as much distance as possible, but you have teammates that could help you. If the killer gets stunned, ragdolls, or gets end lag, it basically guarantees they get the slowness. Also, you do have another ability. Punch allows you to stun the killer yourself. You can try to stun the killer when they get up from the ragdoll, but do know missing will make you get hit by a taunt crit. But if they don't go for you, just run away. They will get the slowness penalty, so yeah. Since Pursuer is a rush-based killer, they can easily catch up to you. But do note that he doesn't have any range damage. But he does have Howl. Howl can slow you down, so if you are Howl in effect, don't use Taunt until the Howl effect is gone. Also note that Pursuer goes in stock, it shows the Taunt particle effects. Also, if you get hit by Cleave and Taunt, you can actually get hit by the Bleed effect and you'll cancel the Taunt effect. Artful has walls and music boxes to slow you down. Do not corner yourself and don't run or use taunt while near a music box. If Artful is using repurposed walls or music boxes, be aware and remember taking any damage will cancel the taunt effect. Battle has computers to speed them up and can rift, so don't be near the computers, but really be aware from Bolt. Bolt is a charge move that lasts for 4 seconds and he increases more when Battle is near the computers. So you need to rely on your movement or your teammates or your other abilities to get away from Bolt. But since you get a 75% resistance on Taunt, you can actually taunt right before you get hit with Bolt. If you decide to taunt near a killbot, you need to just pray and hope it doesn't shoot you fast enough. Since Killjoy has range, you need to take cover and avoid being hit at all costs. Also, if you try taunting Killjoy as he's shooting a rocket, you will get hit, so you want to get him off guard or his M1 on his cooldown. Now we have her. Hark relies on noise from other civilians. If you are in the noise effect, please don't use taunt. You're just giving Harkin free noise. Harkin also does have range moves that can even trap you. So if you're cornered, don't use taunt. If Harkin's in range, missing taunt, you can get hit by pummel. Since Taunt does knockback, you can push the killer down slopes and they will slide down. This gives you more time to escape. Also, you think you're going to get hit while on the Taunt effect, you can try positioning yourself to use the Taunt correct knock you back to give yourself more distance. You become a side grade noisemaker. Instead of speeding up the cooldown speed, it gives resistance. Do know while using the bugle ability, you take 50% more damage. If you want more detail, go watch the bugle psychology video. Since you are highlighted for the killer, cloaking can solve this problem. Just using it at a safe distance so you won't get hit, and if you're cloak, it basically gives them the slowness penalty. You can try punching the killer after taunting, just don't telephrase your attacks because you are highlighted. Taunt is a distraction ability. Use it to drag away the killer from their target, and give them a slowness penalty if they fail to reach you. In the lore, civilians might not like you, but the killers hate you. So go rage bait them.